night. First night. I'm ready to play. I'm excited. It's like almost like it's opening night of a play or something. This is the first time we played. Well, not the first time we played it live, but the first time since making a recording that we played this music live. The guy, Gregg. It's not bad.
Thank you very much. Hi, I'm Tim Warfield. This feels weird. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. It's always great to work with Rodney. Not just a musical experience, but an idea and intellectual trivia. Rodney always has some sort of anecdote for us, and also it's just fellowship with all of the band members. Seriously, it's a great fellowship with Bruce, Terell, and Deon and Rodney. We've been doing this for a while now, and it just seems to get better and better. So I'm honored and happy to be here.
My name's Terell Stafford. I play trumpet. It's an honor to be here. Rodney Whitaker is my hero in every way. Educator, musician, human being, father, husband. I aspire to be like him and all these great musicians. I aspire to be like them on a personal level, on a musical level. And it's an enjoyment and pleasure to play the music at Gregg Hill.
I'm Bruce Barth. I'm playing piano. I've known Rodney since we played with Terrence Blanchard back in 1990, so it's been a long time, and it's always a pleasure to play with him. And I'm very happy to be here, back in Ann Arbor, where I went to school, and I haven't been here in 37 years. We briefly to record, but not really in the town. It's a long time. Thank you, it's good to be back. 37 years.
Never. It's not even remotely possible.
Wait a minute.
I see what you did.
I never get nervous. Maybe I should. I never get nervous. I love being on the stage so much that I just don't think about nerves. Well, I like talking to the audience. I like interacting with the people. So I love this. I love performing. About 30 years ago we met first time, and we used to be members of the Terell Quintet way back in the day. How about a round of applause for the great Bruce Barth? And I met this one at least 25 years ago, And when he was a member, maybe longer, something like that, he was a member of Bobby Watson's crew. And he was a young man. That's what I said. Terell Stafford on the trumpet. I met this young man 30 years ago. And he walked me across the street, bought me an ice cream cone, told me everything about jazz. How about a round of applause for Tim Warfield? I first met this gentleman in Seattle. Back in the day, he was a rocket scientist, and decided to give all that up to be a drummer. How about a round of applause for the great Deon Hall? And this young lady, I can't say how because you're not supposed to tell the age. I've known her for a couple of years, at least 24 years. How about a round of applause for Rockelle Fortin? Tonight we're playing music from our new CD. It's called Common Ground. Rodney Whitaker performs the music of Gregg Hill. Is Gregg Hill tonight? Where you at, Gregg? Composer Gregg Hill.
My name is Mrs. Rockelle Fortin, and I am the vocalist, and I'm singing 4 tunes tonight that I actually wrote all the lyrics to. Yeah, I really do get real nervous before I get on stage. It actually feels like when you're a crush, when you like somebody, or when when you're afraid of heights. It's kind of actually being on stage for me is a phobia, but I have this rule that I won't let stuff stop me from living. So I have a phobia of heights, flying, but I still do it, and I'll still do it. I'll scream. In my mind on stage, I'm like, ah! It feels really good out there. The people are really receptive and warm, and they want to come here to see us. Mainly Dad, but you just slide into that envelope of like us, But no, everybody's pretty warm out there, and they're really receptive to what we're doing, and so it's pretty exciting. Actually, I'm nervous always, but it's not as nerve-wracking when people are smiling at you and actually believing in what you're doing. Have fun, y'all.
Oh man, look at this. Yeah, it's a thing here.
You got the setup for you guys. How did you find the same kid again?
That's not the same.
Oh, they all sound the same.
They're all little kids. Look at this, man.
It's a spread.
They just drinking.
It's a spread.
T-Set probably way too. I'm not sure which is medium.
Probably the
medium is the far
That's
left
just
one.
only medium.
Yes.
And those are medium rare.
Yep.
Thank you. We get little dinner trays.
Sorry, I'm in the way of them.
No,
yeah.
you're all good.
You want to sit down?
The way I saw it, I was just like, can I order
Alan,
3 things?
how are you?
So we can just all dig in. You can just eat your steak.
Oh my God.
Did I say that?
That's like somebody's number. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh.
I'm gonna do what you did.
But if you didn't order any scallops, then you gotta try the scallops. They're very good. But you're not. They're really good.
No,
Well, I'm sorry, you're not really able to get content if I'm just showing you my back. So.
you can do a little mini mukbang over here. Mini mukbang. Look how, let me zoom in on that scoop you got going there.
Yeah, okay.
You can sell them promo stuff in there.
Yeah.
Delicious?
Yeah, you know, and then you gotta like do like an emotional content afterwards. Like, yeah, that was good. Yeah, wow, they really doing it right here. Give them a quote, the whole thing. Yeah, like, damn. Yeah. With the caramelization. Yeah.
I know you're getting the food there. There's a bunch of conversations happening.
I feel great. It's a good show. These are the best musicians in the world. They're playing my material. I'm as happy as you could possibly be. I mean, and I'm friends with Rodney in the last couple of years. We've gotten really close, and we really connected with Rockelle and her lyrics. We sat down and just sketched out some basics, and she grabbed the meaning of my emotional content of what I was trying to say and translated it into some really great lyrics. She's a great performer. All the players of the band, those are my favorite players. I mean, if I go on the jazz cruise, half the jazz cruise stars are up on that stage. So you really can't put a better group together under better circumstances. This club is awesome. Right now I could be at Birdland or Vibrato in LA. This is a world-class club. Congratulations to everybody behind putting this together.
I know who you're talking about. What's his name?
I can't remember his name. They live on the same side of the street that you live on.
And it's his birthday tonight.
Yes, sir.
He just turned 25.
I'll take it.
He used to stay over my house in high school, and I stay over his house.
So before that.
Our parents would let us go to school from each other's house.
So what happened was, he's
gonna tell the truth now.
No, we was when we were at my house and we would be practicing all hours of the night, putting the Charlie Parker records on, playing in the real book and the Omni book, and then once we got on everybody's nerves, then my parents kicked us out, then we go to his house. Then we spend the night and I spend 2-3 days over there until we got on their nerves and then go back and forth. So that's literally what it was.
But you know, he also always say we spent every moment together until my wife came and took me away from her.
Yeah, Cookie stole him from me. But Cookie was part of the family already anyway. So, but the only thing is, she lived on the west side. See, we lived in the same neighborhood, so she really like stole him from me because now he was on the west side. I mean, we used to catch the bus. Can you imagine? Like we young, he on the bus with an upright. We walk into the bus stop. We used to go with Leonard King. We used to play with him. 16 years old, we catching the bus all the way across town to do gigs. But then he got that. What was that first car you got?
I remember the silver car.
He had like this old. No, it was like this. No, he had like this old yellow something.
No, it was
you remember that?
72.
70-something old car. He got his first car, then he was gone.
I had a 73 Nova.
Those are nice with the 305.
I was like, man,
304.
Just left me.
You remember, I'll tell this story. Remember the time we was on the Finkel bus, cross town, catching the bus, and they used to have these buses that would go from one side of town to the other side. You know, it just stopped downtown.
Yep, you had to go downtown on Griswold.
So we on the bus, and this guy is drunk. It's like middle of the daytime. It's like maybe about what, 4 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon?
3 or 4 o'clock.
So we go into rehearsal, and this guy is like Jackie Wilson is my father. Jackie Wilson is my father. And the guy looked just like Jackie Wilson.
Well, I thought you were talking about Jesus Christ. Remember we met Jesus too at the bus stop. Because the guy walked into and say, "Hey, I'm Jesus Christ." Who am I to say he ain't? So we'd have been a lot of people at the bus stop. Jackie Wilson's dead.
I remember this. So we on the bus. So we riding on the bus, and it's real crowded, and it keeps stopping. And people are about to fall, and the guy starts going on. Who the hell stopping this bus? If you do that again, I'm gonna kick your behind. You remember that? And then all of a sudden, this big man come walking on the bus driver was almost 7 feet tall. He got off the bus and walked to
He came to the back. He came on the back door. Yeah, I remember that.
Bus and punked everybody on the bus. He said, "Who said it? Who said it?
Everybody.
Who said it? If I hear one more peep out of y'all back here, I'm gonna come back here and whoop y'all." And so he went and drove. Nobody said nothing. But this guy, I mean, he was like damn near as tall as the bus.
Yeah, and I remember that.
Somebody in the bathroom.
What's that kid Jackie Wilson's son?
He looked just like
Jackie had
he's like a 30-something-year-old
Jackie
man.
had a few.
But he looked just like Jackie Wilson.
So there's no telling. And see, this one I ain't seen him because he's like a little fella. He all these grown people. I've seen you grow up. He's out there, man. Look, I ain't had that many kids, so he got busy. And so you could be like his sister.
That's the truth. Me and him have a bigger gap than me and him.
Well, I was saying.
Me and him are only 18, 17 and a half years apart.
Before we
And me and
graduated
Jim
from high
are
school,
22.
you was on your way. By the time we got out of high school, you was coming. So we was young fellas, young bucks.
Our mentor Donald Walden, he said to me, the day Rockelle was born, she was born in the late afternoon,
6:26.
So
Mom has.
So I went to rehearsal anyway. Rehearsal was like 9 o'clock at night. So it was Kenny Cox, the pianist, Donald Walden, Randy Gillespie, and I think it was this quartet. So I went into this rehearsal, and they was like, "Man, you look tired, man. Why you so tired? School kick your butt?" I said, "No, I had my first child today." And I was 18. It was like, "Wow, that's good, that's good." Kid Randy was like, "Man, that's good, man. I had my first child." Because he had 14 kids. So he's like, encouraging me.
14.
"Man, that's good, that's good." And I wasn't going to tell nobody else. And then he told Kenny Cox, "Oh, you had a child? You ain't tell me your wife was pregnant?" And then that Donald Walden looked at me, "Oh, you had a kid today? That's good. Y'all could grow up together." He was lying though.
Grew up together.
Y'all could grow up together.
Your dad probably told you all the old stories, old stories back in the day, because we was kids with these cats, with Donald Walden and all them guys. We used to skip school in the afternoon.
No, we never skipped school.
He still got one in.
This is a disclaimer.
Okay.
School is very important. Please go to class every day. However, if you are a musician and the opportunity arises,
To get a gig.
because Shooby Doo and Larry Smith used to play at
They had an
Barth's.
afternoon gig.
They had afternoon. Burt's place used to be across the street from Hart Plaza, and so in the late
But we
spring,
both were
early
AD
summer.
students.
Yeah, true.
So if we come to tell the teachers like, we got a project that we need to complete, they're like, "Okay, well we'll see you
See, we was in the
tomorrow."
bed. We was in the bed. We got to do something. We got to go, and we would walk. Go downtown because King High School, we right walking distance, and we would go down there so we could see Larry Smith and Shooby Doo out front of Burt's. And then don't in the summertime when they had the jazz festival downtown, Burt used to get free entertainment, or it wasn't free. It cost what, hamburger and fries and a Coke or something like that. But we was kids. We would play all night. So what happened? Donald Walden, all those cats would be playing, and on their set breaks, they would let us get the instruments and we would go up there and play. So it was music, continuous music, and all we was getting was hamburgers and fries. You know, Bert still trying to pay me to get hamburgers and fries. Sorry. But I was like, Bert, it's gonna cost a little bit more than fries.
You need a Coke?
Get the Coke with that? Put some cheese on that burger. I put cheese on it.
Cheese.
Yeah, that's how I used to be back then. We wasn't even know enough to be in the bar.
Oh, yeah, man.
13, 14 years old. in the bar. But that's how you get your chops together. You know, and they'll tell you if your chops wasn't right. And see the old cats, they'll cuss you out, talk about you like a dog.
To the point of shaming to get it together.
That's right. You gotta go home and share it. Because you don't want to get up with them.
And it happened again.
But they were so encouraging, man. They would let you play.
Yeah, I mean, they let us play their instruments. You don't see that. I mean, now playing somebody's bass. That's not as bad. But Donald Walden used to let me play his horns. With his mouthpieces and his reeds. I'll swap spit with Donald Walden. So that's unheard of. See, they didn't have all the stuff they got today. That was unheard of back. You know, today you can't do that. But those cats, they was really encouraging of bringing the next generation up. So hopefully, I think that came into us.
Well, also too, we learned watching them that you have to make stuff happen. That you couldn't work because people were opening clubs, they had their own record labels, even before people were doing it, you know.